Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel where my bank account says no and my bookshelf says just one more. Okay, so today we are tackling the Mount Everest of reading goals, the TBR list. So these 10 books are not just maybe someday. These are the books I have to read in 2026 no matter what. So let's just dive into the chaos. Let's start with a partial victory. I have already begun reading The Chola Tigers by Amish Tripathi. This book was a gift from a dear friend. So now this means that I cannot procrastinate about this one anymore. So, if you know Amish, you know he does ancient India better than almost anyone. Okay, so I am a few chapters in, and the world building, the legends, sheer magnitude of Rajendra Chola's legacy has me hooked. So, what's this book about? This book is set in 1025 CE India. Mahmud of Ghazni believes he has crushed the spirit of Bharat. The Shivlinga at the Somnath temple lies shattered and thousands are dead. But among the ashes of destruction, an oath is taken. 5 people, a Tamil warrior, a Gujarati merchant, a devotee of Lord Ayyappan, a scholar emperor from Malwa, and the most powerful man on earth, Emperor Rajendra Chola, resolved to undertake a perilous quest and strike at the heart of the invader's kingdom. From the grandeur of Chola Empire to the shadows of Ghazni's blood-stained court, the Chola Tigers is a scintillating story of fierce retaliation, a story of unity forged through pain, of courage born from despair, and of vengeance that becomes dharma. Can't wait to finish this one. So the next one is The Ghost Eye by Amitav Ghosh. Now, reading Ghosh automatically makes me feel that I have gained like 10 IQ points by just holding the book. So, this is an historical fiction mixed with atmosphere, mystery, and that sense of unease. This is kind of book where you sit in a corner of a cafe and feel intellectual but emotionally complex as well. So the book is about Varsha Gupta, a 3-year-old who wants to eat fish for lunch, and her parents did not understand it because the Guptas are strict vegetarians and don't allow it inside their Calcutta mansion. But Varsha claims she can remember another life, a mud house by a river where she caught and cooked fish with a different mother. Now, they come in contact with Dr. Shoma Bose, a psychiatrist who has been investigating what are known as cases of reincarnation type for years. So, traveling between late 60s Calcutta and present day Brooklyn, Ghost Eye is an urgent, expansive novel from one of our greatest living storyteller about family, fate, and our fragile planet. This book is about birth, death, rebirth, and the awakening of wonder. Okay, the next one is The Heir Apparent by Rebecca Armitage. Listen, I love succession drama. If there isn't a scandal that can topple the entire monarchy by page 50, I will be shocked. This is for the Crown fans who want more backstabbing and fewer sensible shoes. And The Heir Apparent was pick of the month for Reese's Book Club for December 25. And the book goes by. It's New Year's Day in Tasmania, and the life of Lexi Willers has carefully built in working out nicely. She's in the second year of her medical residency. She lives on a beautiful farm with her 2 best friends when a helicopter abruptly lands. Out steps her grandmother's right-hand man with the tragic news that her father and older brother have been killed in a skiing accident. Lexi's grandmother happens to be the Queen of England, and in addition to the shock and grief, Lexi must now accept the reality that she is suddenly next in line for the throne, a role she has publicly disavowed. Returning to London as heir apparent Princess Alexandria, Lexi is greeted by a skeptical public not ready to forgive her defection. a grieving sister-in-law harboring an explosive secret, and a scheming uncle determined to claim the throne himself. Her recent life and Jack grow even more distant as she feels the tug of tradition, of love for her grandmother, and of obligation. When her grandmother grants her 1 year to decide, Lexi must choose her own destiny. Will it be determined by accident of birth or by love? See, it sounds so interesting. Okay, now let's address the fallen angel in the room, the Crescent City trilogy. All of it in 1 year. Now, you all know that I have this newfound love for romantasy, so there has to be one of them that I'm going to read this year. Sarah J. Maas doesn't just write books, she writes emotionally challenging, devastating bricks. Glittery, spicy, and lore heavy bricks. I am fully prepared to cry, scream, and ignore all the messages till I come out emerged, changed. So, Crescent City is a trilogy, as I already mentioned. So, in the Crescent City series, half fae and half human, Bryce Quinlan seeks a revenge in a contemporary fantasy world of magic, danger, and searing romance. So, the three books are House of Earth and Blood, House of Sky and Breath, House of Flame and Shadow. Switching genres to sci-fi with Artemis by Andy Weir. Now, I love the Martian movie. It is available on Hotstar. Go watch it. It's a must-watch movie. I haven't read the book yet, but I am going to read it for sure. And I read Project Hail Mary last year, and that was an unexpected discovery. And this one is literally a heist on the moon. We've got science, crime, sarcasm, and a very questionable protagonist, Josh Bashara. If things don't blow up once, I will be disappointed by this one. Okay, so the book is about the first city on the moon, population 2000, mostly tourists, some criminals. Welcome to Artemis. Jazz Bashara is one of the criminals. She lives in a poor area of Artemis and subsidizes her work as a porter with smuggling contraband onto the moon. But it's not enough. So when she is offered the chance to make a lot of money, she jumps at it. Now all she needs to do is plan the perfect crime in one of the most dangerous places in the universe and survive it. Okay, this one scares me in the best way. The Wedding People by Alison Aspach is a book that makes you laugh and suddenly you are staring at the ceiling and questioning your life. So it follows a woman who checks into a hotel planning to end her life. But instead, she gets tangled into this massive wedding party. It's messy, it's going to be human and painfully real. Exactly kind of drama that I want to read, but not experience it myself. Next one I want to read is Mythos by Stephen Fry. Now, Greek mythology is already very, very chaotic. But it being retold by Stephen Fry feels like this very old British uncle retelling wise years should not be trusted. And it's funny, it's cozy, it's dramatic. It has these specific stories from the Greek mythology. They are selected by Stephen Fry himself, and it's not very informative, but it's a fun comfort to read. I know that much. Okay, so the next one is a fun read. It's A Wonderland of Words by Shashi Tharoor. Now, reading Tharoor, you already want to open your dictionary app at all times and then read his books. He uses language in such a fun way. His grasp for English literature, the language, is so deep that he uses words that you haven't like heard and you will never use in your life. But that what actually inspired him to write this book, where what I have read about it, and I love to know what he has written in this. So like it says around the world in 101 essays. So it has 101 short essays which describe a number of things. And I think this is going to be such a fun read because I love language and I love reading. So I don't mind reading English language itself. Yeah, so it is so nice. It explains a lot of, like, the index says that it explains a lot of things, lot of like grammatical errors and grammar itself. So I think this is going to be a fun read. This one was also a gift and this one was from my brother. So yeah, thanks for that. So I haven't gotten around to read this one, but this year I have to finish this. Definitely, because I need new books also, no? And of course, there is an Emily Henry book in the mix. Funny story by Emily Henry is about two people whose partners have left them for some other people. Now, these two are forced to live together. I'm not sure why yet, but I would like to read and find out. So, forced proximity, emotional baggage, elite banter. Emily Henry owns my heart, and I'm ready to be emotionally attached in the nicest way possible. Last but not the least, how can I end my TBR without including a thriller? And when I'm talking about thriller, how can I not talk about Freida McFadden? Because The Housemaid ruined me. So why stop there? The next one I'm picking up is Never Lie. And if you have read Freida McFadden, you know the rule. You cannot trust anybody. You cannot trust the protagonist. You cannot trust the spouse. You cannot trust the house even. This one is a psychological thriller, which I am going to regret because I am going to start at night and then I cannot keep the book down because she twists your heart in such a way that you cannot put the book down and you cannot continue reading. And just one more chapter is the biggest lie in any reader's life. So that's my list, the 10 must reads of 2026. And tell me in the comments below if you have read any of them, which one I should pick up next, or if you want to read any of them, so maybe we can read together, you know. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and tell your books that you love them. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep reading and keep enjoying.